What is up, everyone? This is Adam Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Calves coming at you with yet another video, and today I'll be reviewing something that I found on Bounding Into Comics not too long ago. Now, you may have seen a couple other YouTubes covering this. When I first heard this article, I actually went to go check on a couple of YouTube channels that I know of that do tend to report things that are going on in the comic book sphere a little bit more often than I do. But here we got, look at this head title, look at this. Look at this article title, ready? This headline, DC race swaps another redhead, Nia Robinson cast as Carrie Kelly in CW's Gotham Knights series. Oh, okay. Let me just start by saying this. When did it become such a bad thing in Hollywood to cast a redhead in a redheaded role? I mean, let's take a look back at all the redheads who have been recast as people of color in recent history. We've got Makari from Eternals. We've got Jimmy Olsen on the Supergirl TV show. We've got Jim Gordon. I mean, although he does have a tendency to be like blonde. We've got Batgirl. There's just, you look back and you can find tons and tons and tons of redheaded characters like Wally West. Wally West has been cast as a black guy on the CW as well. You get a bunch of redheads, and there seems to be this massive proclivity in Hollywood to exclude redheads from certain roles. To take Mary Jane Watson, she is recast as Michelle Jones Watson as Zendaya. And don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily think that the movies suffer because of the actors playing the roles. I just like to see some level of comic book accuracy. You're going to take the only female Robin by the name of Carrie Kelly, a redheaded girl who a lot of people like because she was actually an interesting character. She came from a rough background, her parents were hippies, and she went out to go and try to fight crime on her own, only to then find Batman, and she helped him survive. She's an interesting character. She really is. Now, she is kind of derivative because we've seen about 6 dozen Robins, but at the same time, she's an interesting character, but they can't just let her be a redhead, a white redhead with freckles and big glasses. No, they got to cast a black actress in the role. There's a black actress by the name of Nia Robinson. And they've also cast other people from the Gotham Knights. In case you guys don't know, Gotham Knights is going to be run by the same people who are driving Batwoman into the ground. Batwoman, a TV show that is nothing but identity politics and sexual identity and look who I sleep with and all this other stupid stuff that no one cares about. They don't focus on the story, they focus on, oh, what girl is Batwoman sleeping with today? That's what it is. Or what girl is this female character sleeping with? Or how many gay people can we fit into one story? That's all that this story is about. And every single white guy on that show is somehow stupid or he's evil. And the same people running that show are going to be the people running the show for Gotham Knights, where this race-swapped character casting. Honestly, it's redundant for me to say that. At this point, it's redundant for me to say race swap character casting because every single redhead, except for maybe Black Widow, has been recast as some person who is black and has really dark hair. They don't care. They don't care about the comics. They don't care about the source material. They don't care about it. They just want to take a popular property and then make money off of it as quick as they can, and use that popular property to inject whatever social justice warrior leftism they can into it. And it's so frustrating because I remember the good old days where I could just sit down and watch something, and if I liked it, great. If I didn't like it, great. You know, when I was a kid, when I watched the Green Lantern movie, I liked the Green Lantern movie. Now, looking back on it, I'm able to say, hey, it's not that great, but it's not because of identity politics that I don't think it's great. It's because I matured and understand what good writing is. It's the majority of stuff coming out today that I don't like is all because of politics. It's all because of this stupid desire to push the message on the people who don't need to be listening to this message, don't need to be watching something and get lectured on why it is they're evil because of their skin color. Yet that's all that goes on in the mainstream media today. All that happens in the mainstream media is they recast white characters that are noble as black characters, and they tell you that white characters and white people are evil. That's all that's happening in these mainstream media outlets, and that's all that's happening when these popular characters are being race swapped. They're trying to take the noble and good white people and turn them into black people, and then take the bad white people and accentuate the bad things that they do. That's all of this is. It's all just some stupid political agenda done by these leftists in Hollywood, done by these leftists in the mainstream media as an attempt to make their message get pushed out there quicker than they can if they were to actually build up a property from the ground up. And it's sad to see, because again, I really did like the character of Carrie Kelly. I thought she was interesting. But they just wanna race swap her, and people are gonna get up in arms. Oh well, hey, it's not a big deal. Why are you so upset about the race swapping of a character? Well, how would you feel if we race swapped Black Panther to be a white guy? What if we had Mark Wahlberg in the Black Panther costume? Bet you you'd have a different tune singing then. You'd probably say it's one of the most egregious racist things in the world. Yet when a black character is Yet when a white character is race swapped into being a black character, it's all of a sudden seen as this virtuous and holy thing, and anyone who has any problem with it because they want to respect the source material is a racist. And that's frustrating. It really is. I don't have much else to say on this topic. I hope you guys didn't find my rant to be redundant or ridiculous. This is going on everywhere, and we need to, as a fandom, as the actual consumers of these products, as the customers of these products, we need to find a way to fight back, and the only way that we can do that is by fighting back with our dollar, voting with our dollar. And what that means is don't buy products or properties or pieces of properties that involve a lot of this social justice warriorism. I know that might be difficult. I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm distancing myself from Star Wars because it's just become super political. But the only way that we can actually fight back against this, not by raising our voices because they're not listening to us, because they're going to listen to the small minority of people who are like, yeah, we want to see just people sleeping around with other people, and we want race-swapped characters all day long. No, the best way that we, as a fandom, as the actual fans and consumers and lovers of these products, what we can do is we can start voting with our dollar and not supporting them with our cash and with our hard-earned money. And instead invest in other things. I mean, hey, go check out the Rippaverse. That guy's starting to make his own comic verse, Young Rippa. You should check that out. It'd be way cooler. I mean, hey, go check out some indie comics, some other creators who are kind of lower on the food chain. Support their stories a little bit more. You know, but don't support these mainstream major media corporations because they're just gonna disappoint you with politics, and no one needs that. You know, focus on good stories, support good stories, and make some good stories of your own. I encourage you, if you have a story that you want to tell, find a way to tell it. Find a way to tell it, and make sure that it's good. Make sure that it keeps politics out of it, because no one really wants to be involved with politics every single day of their life, if that's what's happening right now in the current day and age. Everyone who you talk to, every corporation out there is just pushing constant politics out there, and we are just, I know I'm sick of it. I'd rather go back to the time where I could just watch something and enjoy it for what it is, or dislike it for what it is. But here we are, and the world seems to be burning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. I've seen a lot of engagement on my channel in recent history, and it's so cool to see you guys. I'm not lying when I say that. I know I say it at the end of every single one of my videos, but it means the world to me. It really, really does. It's so cool to see this fellowship of ours growing. It's so cool to see my channel getting some more views. I've gotten almost 2,500 views on a single video, and it's so cool to see. I never thought I'd get there, and I'm blown away. I really am. You guys are awesome. Keep being awesome. If you guys would be willing to support me on Rumble, you can find me at Rancid. It's all caps, R-A-N-T-S-I-T, Rancid on Rumble. If you guys would be willing to support me over on Rumble, that'd be great, because I know that I might not, if I cross a line on YouTube because of their community guidelines, or because I bring up something about the election, or because I say something that they don't like in regards to my videos, I would need some support over on Rumble, because that's a lot more of a free platform for individuals to speak their minds. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and leave this video as it is. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. But as for now, I hope you have a great day and a great rest of the week.